welcome back to another session. In this session, I'm going to show you overview of Power Apps in my device. So without further ado, let's begin this session. So open any browser. For me, I'm using Google. So in Google, click on the search box and type make.power apps and enter. So in this, click on the first link. So that link will redirect you to the Power Apps documentation, which explains what is Power Apps and what all are there in Power Apps. In this link, make sure you click on this link which mentions make.powerapps.com, which will redirect you to the Power Apps. So this is showing my dashboard since I am already logged into the Power Apps. If you don't have a Power Apps account, make sure to get one from your company side with your company credentials. This homepage, I will be having something called as Copilot. This is nothing but a AI which is there to help me to build an app or a flow or an application, anything I want. So if I want anything, if I search and enter, it will just do it for me. But the thing is, if you should give the proper prompt for the AI. So after this home button, there is something called create. Here we will be having the options to create an app, like start with Copilot, which is nothing but opening the AI which we saw in home page, and start with data, like collecting data or managing data sources or connecting to the external data sources, etc. And this one is nothing but start with a page design, like designing pages. And this is nothing but start with a blank canvas app. There's something called learn, which will be showing all the documentation for learning Power Apps. Then there's something called plan, where we'll be having plans for creating an app, like end to end, if you create one. And here are the apps which I already created. So these are the apps I have created till date. So this is something called AI Hub. So AI Hub is nothing but these are like AIs where we will be training AI to help us in within our apps, like with prompts, AI models, document automation, monitor activity, and etc. So these are the tables, like table in the sense what all table we have in our account. So after this, these are flows, like what are flows you have built for building an app, for connecting to a data source or a cloud flow, desktop flow. This is related to Power Automate. And then solutions. So solutions are nothing but all in one place, like a zip file, you can say. Like the app, the flow from the Power Automation, or the data from the SharePoint, everything is connected and everything will be together inside this folder. Once you click on it, it will show you everything inside this folder, which I will be discussing in the further sessions. So today's topic is nothing but Canvas app, overview of Canvas app. I'm going to show you what all options you have in Canvas app. So this is nothing but creating an app for phone size or a tablet size or a responsive in the sense which can be used in all, like PC, laptop, tab, phone, etc. So today we'll be creating a responsive app. So once you click on it, it will redirect you to the blank canvas app place where we'll be able to create an app according to the requirements. So let me explain you all the options here. So this is back button which will take you back to the same place where you started. And this is a copy paste button. So insert is nothing but like adding components to our app, like whatever you want, like a text label or edit form or text input, which I will be explaining for the sessions. So after insert, there is something called add data, where we can connect the databases to our app. Like we can connect multiple databases like SharePoint or Dataverse or connectors. Connectors are like Microsoft Excel, Outlook 365, Office 365, OneDrive for business, as I said, Outlook, SharePoint, SQL Server, and a lot more. So this is nothing but a new screen button which will help us to create a new screen. Like if you want blank screen, you can click on this, or if you want a split screen, you can select this. Or if you want a sidebar screen, you can select this, or a header footer like we have one behind, or an approval request screen, welcome screen. So these all are in preview mode. Preview mode things are nothing but they are in the development stage, but still it's available for preview like experimental purpose. So these are already created and ready to go screens like scrollable screens, list, success screen, tech tutorial one, email screen, users in the sense people screen like etc. Lot more. And then there is something called themes, which we can manage themes within the app. As I mentioned, within the app, we create the app, right? For that, so after that, this is nothing but it's showing that we are currently editing the app, and this is nothing but it's the environment I created for myself for creating an app. And this is Copilot and notifications, yes, under settings and help and my account details. So coming across this is properties are nothing but it will just help us to edit more about the things we drag and drop inside the screen or the screen. So here we can see properties of the screen. So we can add an image if we want, like a stock image, or upload an image from local, or we can change the fit of the image like center or fill fit. So after properties, there is something called tree view. Tree view is nothing but it will display what all are there in the app. So currently we didn't create much in this app, so it's just showing what only few things like screen one. There's something called screen one, which is nothing but the blank screen, and there is something called search container. Sorry, screen container one. So this is the container, screen container, and inside the screen container there is something called header container and a main container or a body container and a footer container. So this tree view gives a full information about your app and what all are there in the app. Here also you can add a new screen as I explained earlier, like a sidebar or whatever you want. And this is nothing but the insert which we saw in the above, and the data like adding a database and variables and PowerFX functions. And this is a search box. If you want anything like media, text, data source, formulas, etc., you can search it here. And these three dots are nothing but adding a media to your app or Power Automate Flow or advanced tools. And then there is this small box here where we will be doing the PowerFX functions, giving the functionality to our app.